And they just won billions of dollars in the initial ruling against an industry that allegedly... Hey, it's Dave Adams with ProTech Inspections. Welcome to our brand new podcast. Today we're going to have Season 1, Episode 1, where we're demonstrating the value of Realtor's heart. While we're preparing to launch the podcast, please take a moment to review our trusted provider network. Encourage the use of these clients as they're investing in you. Also, take a moment to like us on Facebook and Instagram, ProTech Inspections. If you like our podcast, please give us a shout out and also click to subscribe below. All right, so this message is really for realtors, and we're filming this. We just filmed another one in our new podcast studio. It's located in Malden, where we share an office with a local real estate attorney and a few other realtors. Been an interesting day. So we have Stuart, Blake, and Dustin here in the background as we record these first few podcasts. And this is a story and something important in the real estate market that I want to take a little bit of time to focus on. The lawsuit. Everybody in real estate is worried about what's happening to real estate, what's happening to buyers agents. One of the things that I feel very confident in is that I'm aware of the things I can control. But more importantly, I'm aware of the things I cannot control. And I can't control what happens in a courtroom. I can't control what the verdict is. I can't control how NAR pays, $1.7, $1.8 billion. Those things aren't in my control. But one thing I've always tried to do, and I think most of you will agree with this, is I've always tried to demonstrate value. And in demonstrating value, we have set ourselves apart and become a company that we're very proud of. This is being filmed the week of Thanksgiving 2023, and last Thursday we had our family Thanksgiving as a ProTech family. And, I often tell people we're kind of the land of misfit toys. We are all so different, but I have to tell you, I looked around the room and I was so proud of how all those quirks and intricacies and all of our different life experiences come together as a family. And it's a family that loves each other and cares about one another. And it was just really super cool for me to see as a business owner. That's our value. And now more than ever as a real estate agent, you're going to have to demonstrate your value. You can't focus on what the lawsuit is or what's going to happen 3 or 4 years from now after all these appeals are said and done. You have to focus on what you can control, and that's your value. So that really leads into why we built a podcast studio. I've wanted to do this for a couple of years, and we've finally been able to make it happen. We don't have the best and nicest podcast studio. If you come in, it's not going to be the most refined podcast studio. So we're kind of doing proof of concept. But it's a proof of concept where I want to recognize your value, where we as a company want to extend value to you. So if you're a loyal partner for ProTech and you refer your work to us, we're going to provide access to our studio. We'll change the TV behind us. You can do whatever you want to do in our studio in 30-minute or hour increments. And we're also going to provide the post-production work. A wonderful young man by the name of Dustin Herrera has joined us. We're so excited to have him. He's going to complement the work that Blake is doing to help grow our company and market our company. So let us extend that service to you. And there is no charge if you're a loyal ProTech referral partner. We'll also be filming some commercials and doing work with our preferred partners that we refer. It's just very, very important to us that we do that. And, value can be summed up in what we do for you, but it can also be summed up in percentages, apparently. So, the real basis for that lawsuit was NAR has artificially inflated commissions. And said that there's a standard 6%. There is no standard. All of you know that. You negotiate what you negotiate. It is what it is. Interesting enough to me, I would have loved to have seen the plaintiff's attorney on the stand. Have you ever called a slip and fall attorney or a car wreck attorney? 33 to 40% plus expenses. That's the standard fee. And there is a standard. Call any attorney. It's 33 to 40% plus expenses. And they just won billions of dollars in the initial ruling against an industry that allegedly charges 6%, that doesn't charge 6% and absorbs all the expenses. I mean, really, the failure here was in the defense. There's no reason that case should have been lost, but here we are. And in value is in recognizing it and preparing for any potential changes or shifts that may come. But more importantly, let me tell you what they didn't see. So last Wednesday, I was at a local real estate office, and we had far too much turkey last week at local real estate offices. But it was a great time seeing a lot of our good friends, folks that used to use us and don't anymore. Either they're primarily on the listing side, or maybe they found another inspector that they like better. And you know what? That's okay. But what they don't see is they didn't see the realtor get up in front of the team meeting and say, hey, the Spartanburg Soup Kitchen is real important to me. And making sure children have Christmas is real important to me. And there's a group of kids, there's 30 of them, that range in age from 12 to 18 or 12 to 20 maybe, that really need your help this Christmas. So the Spartanburg Soup Kitchen is asking for $100 for each of these children to be able to help give them a good Christmas. In less than 60 seconds at this team meeting of roughly 35, 40 people, in less than 60 seconds, there were 32 gifts of $100 pledged. People don't see what real estate agents do to give back to their community. They don't see the impact that they have on people's lives, whether it's buying a home, getting their first home, or providing a teenage child who's often forgotten over the little kids and what they get for Christmas, and making sure that they have something. In less than 60 seconds, less than 40 realtors pledged $3,200 to sponsor these kids in their local community.